up?
Hello and welcome to Cattle Prods. What is this? Seventh?
Question mark?
Seventh?
Episode 7.
Yeah, this is our 7th episode of our premiere podcast.
Yay.
At this point,
The Prodcast.
at the time of recording, this is still the only kind of content we have out. But we'll have that fixed. I feel like the past 5 podcasts have been like, we got it short, guys.
Keep an eye out for all of our
We've made a short.
wonderful comment.
But thanks for joining us here today. I'm your host, NMC Ethan Berman, and I'm joined by
Matt Grabowski.
Emily Shrode.
and a special guest today, Matt Grabowski's great friend,
Miguel.
First and last.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, it's fine. No,
Placencia. Placencia, though.
There we go. So tell us about yourself. Like, who are you?
Damn, that's a deep question.
Right.
That's a really deep question.
Yeah, actually, I think you're the first person on here who's not a film major. Well,
Yeah.
I guess Evan's not a film major either.
Well, technically, I'm
First
not
guest.
anything right now. Still waiting on that application to
Well,
come through, you know?
we're all trying to get into our
Yeah.
majors at some point.
But advertising, hopefully. I'm
Oh,
trying to be
nice.
like those people on Mad Men, but without the cheating on your wife and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
But you're
Yeah.
still going to be a beatnik, though. Like,
Yeah.
All right, nice. Well, quick plugs, as you always do. We have a Patreon. You can give us your monies at different perks.
Please send us
Different
your
ranks to
money.
get different perks. Different tiers you can do. So if you only have a couple dollars 1 month, but you want to do a lot the next month, or vice versa, totally works, totally flexible. You have the entire month to adjust it. So be sure to check that out. It's in the description. Follow us on Twitter at CattleProdTeam, and all of us individually. I'll post it down in the description. And yeah, I guess just plug our short that will be coming out. We have some more
Promise.
content that will be coming out soon. Just CBA, follow us on Twitter. That'll be the best way to figure it out. And with that being done, Emily, want to take us away with the first topic?
All right, kids, I want you to think about the dream smoothie. Your favorite smoothie that just, it fills you up just nice and good with all that goodness.
I'm ready to hop in here. What's the difference between a smoothie and a milkshake at a certain point? Is it the milk? Because I feel like you go to Smoothie Land
I
and
think
they're
it's the
like,
fact that
you
it's-
can get peanut butter and chocolate and
Well, a milkshake uses ice cream, whereas a smoothie is more like
yogurt based.
about fruit and like yogurt.
You would be
Both have milk.
incorrect. So I used to work at Smoothie King. I don't know if I ever told you guys this.
I
Actually.
heard.
Never
What?
told us.
I used to work at Smoothie King actually, and they, in certain smoothies actually use both milk and ice cream. So
Ooh.
now that you've got me thinking, like I've
I
never really
always say,
considered this.
It's one of
Actually,
those misnomers.
is
It has to be like that smoothies are just more pretentious than milkshakes. I think that's it. Like, you just brag more about smoothies. You never brag about, like, milkshakes. ever.
Yeah, they're more for like the white yoga mom.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, look what I'm drinking today.
It's
That kind of thing.
vegan.
Yeah, it's vegan.
I'm thinking like I like making myself food and everything, and I have a blender. And if I take ice and I put milk and banana and ice cream in there, I'm like, I made myself a banana ice cream milkshake. But if I do the same thing, I put like a strawberry in there instead of ice cream. I'm like, oh, it's a smoothie. But if I have the ice cream, the strawberry, the banana, and I want to call it a smoothie, no one's gonna go against me there.
I think I know what it is. So it's all like what it's built around. Smoothies are definitely most of the time, like 90% of the time I would guess, built around the fruit.
Yeah.
While milkshakes, it's like 90% of the time, it's like 90% of it is the ice cream. And then you can like put in some fruit or stuff like that, but it's mainly just blended ice cream.
I want to jump in and say it's a spectrum.
For sure. I guess.
It's
Yeah.
fluid. It's fluid.
Yeah, maybe it's not so binary.
If you take
It's
it,
literally fluid.
Oh,
Wow, well played.
if you take it and just put it in a cup, it's frozen yogurt. Like some.
Yeah, you got it.
Anyway, sorry, show. Go ahead. Perfect smoothie.
Perfect smoothie. Well, I like to add in my smoothies like basil. Like I like to go out to my mom's little herb garden, you know, look past the marijuana she has. I'm kidding. My mom's an incredibly sober person, unless you put a glass of wine in front of her.
Wow.
But you get the basil. It's nice and it's fresh, and you just kind of like rub it between your hands, throw it in the smoothie, you blend it up, and it feels so fresh and it's just so like lightening. Like it makes you happier. It makes you feel a little bit lighter. It's like you just ingested helium. Like you're like actually floating.
Right.
Interesting. When you posted this topic, you said like dream smoothie, and I immediately thought, oh, like what are my favorite things? But then I like reread a statement. I was like, dream smoothie. I can put whatever I want in there,
Yes.
and I was like, this might be my only opportunity. So like, what are my limitations here? Like, first, give me some limitations, because I'm
I don't-
ready to shoot something out there, and I'm pretty sure the rest of you are gonna. Give
I
me
can
some
only
weird
think of
ones.
one limitation.
Okay.
Famous British comedian Ricky Gervais.
Well,
That's your limitation.
I think we're defined here. We have no idea the difference between a milkshake and a smoothie, so there's no limitations.
Oh, well, I guess
you can just put something in a cup and call it a smoothie.
As long as you add chia seeds, it's a smoothie. Like, that's the only thing, really.
Oh God, I don't know.
I think what makes it a smoothie is just the dead in the inside Asian female that's just hitting the blend button.
Me. Made a lot of smoothies. Man, I don't know. The dream smoothie, because I'll be honest, since I don't work there anymore, I can say this. Like in our downtime, which was a lot of the time, because there's no one really goes into smoothie places anymore. We would just like make our own random concoctions, and we've gotten some pretty gross stuff and some pretty good stuff. Carrots on general should stay out of most smoothies. Like,
Agreed.
it's just like those people that like come in and get the carrot, kale, vegan, super blend, whatever. I don't even know.
Protein. Protein plus.
You know how many different types of protein there are? You know, there's
What are the kinds of protein?
whey. Whey protein is like the one that I've like hated the most. There's one called Gladiator that literally just tastes like granite. But apparently it must be doing its job because every guy that comes in there is like got its own little like earthquake that follows him. It's set.
He has a little cloud of people.
There's so many different types. I don't know though, but dream smoothie, I don't know. Miguel?
You gotta put banana. Always
Yeah.
banana.
Whoa,
Banana's
Every
so
banana.
you were like so ready for that.
You gotta keep putting in the banana, no matter what it is. Banana
It's a great
works.
base.
It's such a great
for sure.
base.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we got that all banana smoothie one time. Me and Ethan did.
Yeah, no, we went because there's $5 shakes at or
$5
smoothies.
Friday.
Yeah, $5 Friday, and she was like trying to figure out what, and like I was like, oh, maybe go blueberry, maybe go some like agave, banana, and everything.
Acai.
Yeah.
You say it right. Okay.
Wait, what? How do you?
I'm white. I know how to pronounce acai.
Acai.
And then the girl on the counter's like, how about you with the banana boat? It's all banana.
Banana boat is the most tasty.
And then we're like, let's do it. What hurt? And
So
then
good.
we were fighting over the thing the entire time because it was such a good smoothie.
Get your own.
What a
It's
great
so-
I'm telling you, it's so good.
It's the best among the dessert ones there.
Honestly, if you add strawberry with banana, you can never go wrong. That's like such a. But then you almost like, start going into like the milkshake kind of like
Sure.
spectrum. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful.
That's been my dream smoothie thing. Is I have an issue is that the second I'm around sugar, I'm like a diabetic fat kid because I don't crave sugar that often. Like
Sure.
I can go a full like month without eating anything really sweet. I'll like stick with savory. But the second I have access to it, I just need to inject it in my body as much as possible. So if I'm at a smoothie place and I see they have the weird things where you can put little accoutrements on there, like you can top it off with some kind of cinnamon or whatever, I'm like, I'm going all the way. I'm gonna get like banana, strawberry, kiwi. I want like blueberry. I'll do every single. If it doesn't blend well, I just want it all in there to get as many flavors as possible to get myself a sugar rush.
No.
It's
So-
like when you're coloring with too many colors and you just get brown.
Exactly.
A page full of brown.
That's exactly where like you're at the easel and you're like, this will be good, and then it's just all this garbage. I don't know, but I feel like I've had a lot of bad experiences with strawberry in the smoothie. Like I've had some really good strawberry smoothies, but I feel like I've had enough bad where it's like they don't blend it right, so it just feels like there's just nothing but seeds inside of my smoothie.
You see, but like you can add chia seeds to a smoothie. I think the texture about that
You
is
like
just
that?
amazing. I feel like I just love having. I don't know.
Fair
it
enough.
Feels nice. Feels nice.
Maybe if I was if I put the tea, I'm
Exactly.
intentionally going. I
Mhm.
want. It's like getting boba in your tea versus
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if you're just drinking tea.
Yeah,
There's chunks in it. You're like, what's going on, man?
Yeah. One thing about strawberries is that when they don't get blended up all the way and like
Yeah.
they're just stuck in the straw and you're just sucking.
Yeah, that's my other thing,
and
too.
sucking and it won't come out.
That was my benefit to the banana boat and also getting like some kind of banana blueberry concoction is they go through the straw so easily. While some other like kiwi always ends up getting caught in your straw and the thing was like a mangled mess by the end of it because you're just biting away trying to get this out.
I mean, that's the thing about like Smoothie King. A lot of them, for like those tough fruits, they actually use just like the juices of it.
Right.
Strawberry, it's almost like a puree at some point.
Mhm.
But like the kiwi and the mango, it's all just juices, so you don't have to worry about those. But yeah, I've never really had that problem there. But I definitely know what you're talking about.
For
'cause
sure.
It sucks.
But you know what also makes like a good smoothie is also the equipment you use. Like a
Mhm, for
good
sure.
blender will change the
a
game
great
up.
blender.
Dude, for instance, our mutual friend Nirvana, she brought over her like $500
Ninja blender.
Yeah, like it was amazing. Like the things that they use at like Starbucks.
Yeah.
And it aerates like when I blended it with my blender, it's like the margaritas we're making. It was like dark red, and when she made them, they were like pink because
Really?
it aerates it and it tasted way better. It's so crazy how that can
Yeah,
happen.
there definitely is a science to it. Like I always make the joke. It's like the difference in artist and artisan is like an artisan makes like a craft you can physically have when artists is something that's like ephemeral or whatever. And artisans, like I have a lot of respect for like people who actually make coffee really well, or brew tea, or make smoothies or shakes, or make their own beer or ice cream or whatever. It's like there is an art to it.
There really is.
And
It's very pretentious, but there's an art. There's such a
because when you're young, even right now, there's a point where you're kind of like, I can drop $4 on this, you know. I can get a Starbucks coffee and it's fine. There's enough sugar, I don't notice it. But then you have your friend who's like Amanda, like, or a mutual friend who's like actually at a really nice cafe, and she's like, I'll make you a good cup of coffee. And then she sits down and like does all these different things, has a steamer and everything, and she gives you the one little cup of coffee. You're like, how good could this be? And then you like drink it, like, oh, okay. there's no acid in this thing. This thing's just delicious. And you're like, there's definitely an art to it.
There is.
It's a good stuff. Just close all the doors. No, definitely. Now I want a smoothie again.
So I was actually gonna argue. Well, you brought this on my head because you said no one gets smoothies anymore. Like, as not a fan comment. And so back home, back where my parents live, over in Arizona, all the smoothie places are 100% catered to be like hipster or like not hipster, like hippie yoga douche, like that kind of. No offense, anyone does that, but like it's catered towards.
We don't know who our audience demographic is. We don't want to alienate.
It's catered to that like 20-year-old blonde white girl that's gonna come in, and it's everything is health menu. There's there's so many options. Get extra protein in there.
But it's secretly like just like horrible for you.
Yeah,
so much sugar.
Exactly, but they market it as that, and there's just a bunch of like shirtless dudes. Like I always say, it's like the male version of Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros, and it's nothing but like pure blonde-haired like virginal-looking girls, and you're like, oh wow, I don't want coffee all of a sudden. I think that's what it is for smoothies. Well, like here, because there's actually a market for college students who want like a refreshing treat, there are like. It's catered differently. Like the Smoothie Kings here are like, hey, here's a bunch of different options. You get the sweet ones, you get whatever ones, and it's not like just a health thing. It's like, oh yeah, you just want a treat. Well, like in like suburban areas, smoothie places really are like, no, this is for health reasons because you think that getting your protein in through a liquid form is gonna help you out for some reason. It's weird.
Have you heard of those smoothies where it's like literally just like hot sauce with like different vegetables and you just like take a shot?
That's not a smoothie.
It's
not
No, but like they sell them at smoothie like land, like like they sell them. It's like a shot glass and you just take it and it's just like the worst thing in the world.
Like a smoothie shot?
Yeah, and it's like an immunization like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah, I have actually heard of those.
Yeah, taking like crazy peppers and stuff actually is like really good for you.
Yeah, no, it's insanely good, especially for your nose.
Yeah, it's good for like your sinuses.
Never heard of it.
Emily's over here freaking out because she hates spicy stuff.
Really?
And vegetables.
You do hate vegetables.
That's not a smoothie.
I see. I don't know. I like spicy stuff. Don't know if I could do it in a smoothie.
Is salsa a smoothie? Like if I take
where's the spectrum going?
If I take all the things that make a salsa and I put it in a cup, right? And if I make it more puree,
Well, you
it's
don't
like,
blend it with ice.
What if I do though? It's like just take the ice out and salsa, put the
cold
ice in, and
anyways.
it's.
Wait, are vegetables like not allowed in the smoothie spectrum?
They're
allowed, right?
Yeah.
Then
Carrots,
you totally
kale.
make a good point.
Because I'm thinking about like having nice verde salsa, right? How it's always like super like pureed.
You're blowing Miguel's mind over here. I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
He's
it's
like,
crazy. Because now you added a different spectrum that's outside the spectrum of sauces. Sauces to smoothies to
where do
milkshakes.
sauces exist?
Where do sauces exist in our spectrum?
Because
They're outside.
Because like ketchup's obviously
That
a sauce.
could be a podcast.
Like
right there. Where do sauces exist in this?
Yeah, we're all the sauce related. All right. Also, I guess to like round this topic out, what's the most you're willing to pay for a smoothie?
Jeez.
I just
That's tough. Because I'm like, I don't know. Because it depends. Like, what am I investing in? Like, is it just like classic strawberry banana, or is it like something where I had I was just on South Congress last night, and I got the helium. No, not helium. Yeah, it is helium ice cream, right?
Oh yeah.
Or is it hydrogen?
It's the
nitrogen.
Nitrogen. Whoa, I got my elements. Listen, I'm done with science, ladies and gentlemen.
it's one of the first 13.
It's up there on the table.
Oxygen ice cream.
No, you're right.
I
Nitrogen.
pay for oxygen.
It's like called science ice cream or something like
No,
that.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really good stuff. I had like this like coffee one, delicious. I paid $5 for like maybe something that barely fits in like my hand.
There's a
delicious.
novelty.
Yeah, exactly. It's novelty. Like, am I just getting a
Does it
strawberry
smoke
banana?
out?
All right. No, but they definitely do like a whole display. Like when they're making it, the guy purposely like turns up like the nitrogen. It's like and like, clouds over.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, he looks like he's like actually like mixing all these chemicals. It's great.
These are the guys that like chop up and like they make the ice cream like.
no. It's not like
That's Amy's.
That's Amy's.
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't been to Amy's yet. Okay.
Really? It's right.
No. I know.
I mean,
There's still a lot of places I gotta go.
We can go like after this.
Hey,
so
I'm
down.
down.
I'm down.
Whatchamacallit? What was the other thing? I don't know. So it all depends how much of a novelty it is. I would say there's probably some smoothies out there I'm willing to pay like all the way up to $15 or something.
Oh my god.
If it's like novelty, like if I go to like the state of smoothies, I'm only there once.
Where's the
probably.
state of smoothies at?
What would it be if you had to appoint one state to be the state of smoothies?
Connecticut.
Fair enough.
Why?
You know, Florida for some reason. Seems
I
like
don't know. About
Anywhere with
California.
large concentration.
California.
California.
You would think so.
Well,
You just
California is
wouldn't.
wine country for me.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
it's fine.
anywhere where large concentration of young Jewish girls live.
Fair enough.
No, it's what Akira said last podcast. It's the last podcast for this, right? Yeah, last podcast.
We've done a lot of podcasts, ladies and gentlemen, the last week.
Where he said that I don't want to spend money on anything that like I can make myself.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
you did
everything,
great.
Oh, what
technically.
can you make
No,
yourself?
there's
but there is that level though of I actually have a range of smoothies have to be $5 or up for me because there's a level of like quality there in my head
Really?
where I'm like
Interesting.
you know what because I'm in college and because all my stuff's back home I don't have my blender here I don't have my stuff here whatever so it's like I'm going to go out and buy a really good smoothie but if there's like a $3 cheap smoothie over at like
it's all watery.
yeah,
probably.
exactly,
It's like a lot of
I agree.
ice.
well, one of these campus freaking smoothie places I'm like I'm not gonna
Our friend Akira, when he was on the podcast, he made a great point. He's like, I'm not going to pay for anything I can make unless they can physically make it better than I can if I
Yeah.
really try. And I was like, that's a great way to judge food, like honestly, because it's like either you're getting it because you don't know how to make it, or you're getting it because they can just make it way better.
But I can't think of something that I've.
with her last like
Yeah,
blender,
exactly.
I'd pay her to like make me a smoothie.
But I can't think of something that I would pay that wouldn't pay for that I think I could
Let me
make
take
better.
you to Salt Lake. Let me take you to
I
Salt
was
Lake.
gonna say
That's some
I
stuff
don't
in
have
there. You'll be
bellows.
like maybe you could if like you spend like 3 years under apprenticeship. That's some good barbecue.
But also, I've never gone out of my way to buy a smoothie. I've always made my own smoothies, which is kind of crazy. Now that I think
crazy.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a smoothie.
I feel like a lot of
entrepreneur.
your life has been like
Yeah,
crushed
like
in this
no, like
podcast.
right now, like I'm just blown away.
It's like salsa, spectrum. Still on that.
Well, Emily, I think this topic went a lot deeper than you thought it was going to be.
I know, yeah.
But
I was just like,
Great
I was
topic.
thinking that we were gonna be like, yeah, chocolate, banana, and peanut butter. What a good
3-minute
would that
topic in a row.
be?
But yeah, chia seeds, and that's it.
Yeah.
Chia seeds, banana, and water, and ice, and then you get.
All right,
Yeah, and if you have a salsa.
for the sake of it, let's all go around, starting with Ethan, Miguel, Emily, and then I'll finish it off, and say one ingredient that we have to put in, and it's just this.
Oh.
It's just ice, water, and then whatever these 4 things are.
Reese's
Go.
peanut butter cup.
Reese's the actual peanut butter cups. You have to go and buy the cups from Kroger. Go.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Wait, is that still
It's a
smoothie?
margarita smoothie.
Whoa! Wait, no.
It's a margarita
a margarita.
Whoa! Now we got the spectrum way deeper. It's like a graph in this.
Yeah.
thing, like, honestly. What about
Political
you?
compass.
What do you throw in there?
I know I set the limitation, but I'm gonna throw a famous British comedian Ricky Gervais.
All right,
in
fair
there.
enough. And I'm gonna finish it off with a ghost pepper. Good luck, ladies. and gentlemen.
Good luck.
Anyone who dares to try this, tweet it at us, and I'll honestly give you a shout out. Well played.
Also, if this is a sauce, let us know.
Right. No, I was saying-
Peppers in it now.
We don't know where it is.
I'm going to start a thing. I'm going to ask people questions at the end of each topic to put in the comments
Okay.
because we do breakouts.
Oh,
Instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
having to save it for the end.
Right, that's a much
So
better
I guess in this, A, what's your dream smoothie? And B, what's the most insane thing you want to put inside of a smoothie? All right.
Ricky Gervais.
Famous comedian.
All right. Great job, Emily. Matt, I really want to hear your topic. You're up next.
All right, so basically, this is one I've kind of always thought about. Someone who's watched a lot of sci-fi movies and stuff like that growing up, and things that have come slightly before me during my parents' generation. Flying cars have always interested me,
Ooh.
and I'm like, all right, sure, one day we'll get it, but will it be our lifetime? That's like my point A, and then point B, should us as civilians get it? Because in my mind, this is where I think only the police, firefighters, and rescue paramedics should have flying cars. That's literally the ideal situation. You know how many times I've seen idiot pedestrians not understand that, oh, I should probably get out of that road. That car is coming towards my direction to go save someone from having a cardiac arrest. But you know what? I really need to cross and buy a freaking smoothie right now. And so it's made me so angry. I think just get them a flying vehicle.
How many times have you seen this happen?
Listen, we go to a very smart college, but there are some very dumb people that attend here sometimes.
You're telling me.
No, I was gonna say you put so much thought into this thing.
I have.
Like, because I was very like sociological with it, but you're like, here are the rules. Like, here are the people who have them. Screw us as human beings or cockroaches. Like,
Matt only cares about flying cars. It has to do with stupid pedestrians.
Yeah,
Like, that's the only reason he wants
but
it.
like civil
Not for the
servants, they're fine.
advancement. Yeah, exactly.
God bless our troops.
Like, would it be cool to have a flying car one day if I'm wealthy enough to own it? Sure, but that means every other idiot out there could, and that it's like the same thing as like if you could push a button and give everyone superpowers, would you? No, because you're just gonna mess my world up and you're gonna inconvenience
DC
me.
Universe Online.
Oh, God.
Makes it different. No, this is a great topic for me because I think that our generation is going to be the generation that gives up, like willingly gives up their agency over being able to drive. Like I think that as self-driving cars come a thing, I know enough people who hate driving who are like, I know people who don't have their licenses. You know, it's not just because we're a college generation of people back home who are like Ubering everywhere, because actually I have Ubering everywhere, because it's like they don't need to, because we have other people who want to do it, and like, I'll gladly have a robot do it. You know, I'll gladly whatever. Obviously, insurance companies are going to be weirded out by this because it's like who pays for accidents and stuff like that, whatever. But I think we're not going to be the flying car generation. We're going to be the generation that goes like just like we're not the generation that's going to go to space with SpaceX. Our generation is the one that goes, wow, that's so cool. The rockets are taking off and landing back down again. While our kids are even the one that goes like, hey, Dad, in college today, I'm designing the plans to get us to Mars, right? Like we're opening up the space. Like we're that in between generation, and I think that's why like. Low key, I think we all realize that. Like, we're on the verge of, oh, cool, we got the iPhone. You know, and just like our parents were kind of like the weird in between generation between like the great post-war generation and like the the millennials. It's like we're kind of that. We're at the precipice of technology. Like we know flying cars will happen, but by the time they happen, we'll all be way into our like adult lives and we'll be in there.
Thank God.
But the great innovation for us is going to be.
True.
Yeah, I'll own electric. Like just like all cars within 10 years got like computer chips, right? There's a great scene in Fate of the Furious where Charlize Theron hacks all the cars. She hacks every car in the city because they're all computer chips, and she's able to auto drive them. And just like this, all cars are going to start being self-driving. Like the Tesla has it, right?
Yeah.
And then pretty soon, like cars auto park now. Cars have auto stopping, so if there's a collision detection, whatever. So there's one little gap between that and hey, drive for me.
No, it's actually very interesting because when I went to San Francisco and I visited my girlfriend, we were getting an Uber downtown, and we got picked up by one of the first the self-driving Ubers. We got in.
Shut up.
There was like an engineer sitting there, but
no, sure, yeah, they have to have someone operating it.
But dude, it was the trippiest, like most tense moment of my life because he was literally not like I was looking because I was sitting across diagonally from him, so I could see his feet and his feet weren't moving, and I was just like, what's going on? Like he didn't even have his feet on like the pedals at all. He just sitting down like perfectly.
That's fantastic.
Just chilling. Dude, it's
crazy.
So seeing Matt and Emily's reaction, how do you guys feel about self-driving cars?
So the thing is, if I had the opportunity, it's like, hey, they just became a lot cheaper. The next car you buy, you can totally get it. I'd absolutely get it. But the thing is, I'd at least for the longest time, I'd still play by all my normal rules. Like the other day, we're naming a lot of mutual friends today. I let our mutual friend Prachi actually drive my car for whatever reason. I know.
Does she have a license?
She does have a license, but at first it didn't
I feel like
seem
she shouldn't have a license.
I swear on my life, the first thing she said when she got in the car, we were coming back from home, she goes, okay, how do I turn this thing on? I swear on my life. And she said it with such intensity, I was like, yep, get out of the car. But she convinced me to actually let her drive. She did all right. But it was weird because I was sitting there the whole time. I wasn't even conversing with her, even though she was talking to me, because I was like cringed up, holding myself, and just like constantly, you know, like when you're in the passenger seat, your foot constantly wants to hit the brake.
Yeah.
It was me. And I'm like, how can I get in a self-driving car if I can't even like let my friend drive? Like, it's weird. I want it, but at the same time, there's like this other part of me that's like.
Albeit though, our friend kind of would suck at driving though. I feel more confident about a robot than Prachi.
You got a fair point. She is like itty.
Shout out to
Prachi. She's like, over like this. The steering wheel is like right at her eye line.
How about you, Emily?
I don't know, because on one hand, I really like driving. I've known to get quite a bit of road rage.
What?
Which I like to relabel as Shrode rage.
Shrode.
It's cute and it's funny, so it's not a bad thing.
Self-labeled. Self-proclaimed.
Yeah. So, but also there are like times I was like driving to school like in the mornings, and I have like 2 tests, like one for anatomy and like one for like physics as well. So I have to like, so I'm like at every red light, I'm like on my Quizlet app, like learning like the insertion and the origin of like your capitis muscle, you know, just.
I don't, but
I don't know, but we'll go on with the story.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd be a lot more terrified of self-driving cars. I don't trust tech when it first comes out. Like, I never get the first thing when it comes out. Like, you're like, oh yeah, the new scroll bar in the MacBook, and I'm like, that's gonna be trash. Like, maybe a couple iterations in, I'll love it, right? But like, I'm not gonna get that, right? So, Google Glass. I love the idea of AR. Not now. It's a one egg on the Bitcoin because it took a little bit, but I got to know eventually. But I used to be in computer science. I used to go to all these like different computer science conventions at ASU, Arizona State University, and there was this showcase for self-driving technology, and it was showing like the code and how it works and how Google was showing. It was like because Google was a sponsor for that event, and they were bragging how they gave this blind old man a self-driving car, and how like he's like, I want to go to McDonald's, so he sits down in the car or whatever. He like taps his cane, gets inside of there, sits down, and clicks the button for the voice command, and goes, take me to McDonald's. And then the thing just, okay, and drives to McDonald's, and it's like stopping at traffic. A bike cuts in front of it, and the thing just stops right away, keeps going, whatever. Awesome. And then it's like, am I approaching the drive-thru, or am I going for a take-in? And he's like, drive-thru. So it goes to the drive-thru, and it knows to wait. And
how do you know that?
And the entire time on the site, Google's showing the code that like goes along with it. And literally, there's sensors all around the thing. There's like cameras on it, and it like color coordinates everything and puts that in as code. So like just like color editing software, whatever, like detects colors. It detects colors and detects shapes of things and recognizes that as object-oriented code and goes in. So it's like, oh, this is a drive-through now. We're gonna go at like 2 miles per hour, inch through. It's gonna like look for parameters. It's gonna stop at the voice control thing. It's gonna wait for him to keep talking. Then when he wants to go again, it'll start going. Like the thing knew it, and he's like, go through the drive-through, got his meal, and went home. And it was like, and like it shows his daughter, and she's crying like, I feel so bad because I live in a different town than my father. You know, he's got this, and I just putting him in a home takes away his independence, but blah blah blah. And it's like now he's able to go live his life still and go operate in society because his car is able to take him around and everyone is home.
That's a huge sense of liberation. That's
so
amazing.
I'm like, I was in tears, just like, yes, self-driving cars are the future, you know. And it's like, I don't know, because it's this weird sense of, I think people should always be able to take manual control of the vehicle, but at the same time, people are horrible drivers. Like, we have a mutual friend that, like, every time I've ridden with him, he's crashed the car. Like, he's like,
popped a tire.
He's popped a tire, done something, and
God.
I find myself, he has horrible anxiety, and it's like, our generation is like the peak generation of people with mental issues, you know? And should we really be behind like 80-mile-per-hour death machines, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and also, because again, it was all personal anecdotes. When I was driving from Arizona to here to move for college, you know, it's like that 21-hour drive from Phoenix to Austin, and most of it's on the I-10, you know? So it's just like set thing to 85, put it on cruise control, and just chill. And just avoid semis, you know? And I realized, I'm like, it'd be so much more convenient instead of having to stop up at a motel because it's like 21 hours. It's just too long to do in one stretch, whatever. I can just set to auto drive, you know, and just chill there, close my eyes for a bit, wake back up. It would have been a lot better, a lot more convenient if maybe even just have your car set so it can only activate on highways, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, but even that with like some of the Tesla things, it's like you still can't sleep. Like it, you still have to like touch the steering wheel every so often, And if it doesn't, like it starts slowing down, and if you still don't, like it's cool because even if it's like a heart attack, like it goes through these procedures and like gets you off on the road and puts you on the shoulder and it parks. I think that's all interesting and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, you know, it just makes more sense. Like if you think about well, you mentioned semis, but what about this? What about semis that had automatic driving? Like, you could just put those shipments on and they just drive across.
Didn't they done that? Haven't they done that before?
They're already doing it right now, and that's the future for and that's why people are so worried, is because truck drivers make up a serious proportion of our like economy, and all of a sudden all those people are obsolete.
Yeah,
because,
I was about to say.
You know, I've seen Logan.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, I swear I just saw a movie about this recently.
Well, Logan did a really good job.
Logan did a really good job on a lot of things.
Yeah, it's a great film. But what I'm saying is, like, they did such a good job of, like, this is the near future. Like, here's like, the car dealer ladies vaping, and, like, there's self-driving semis in the car. I'm like, this is a good movie.
Yeah, God, it's a good movie.
Back to flying cars.
Oh, yeah. We got
Yeah, I don't want flying cars.
It's all related.
I don't want to drive a flying car. My main thing about it is I don't want to go back to driving school.
Sure.
I think we can all agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to go back there again.
Well, it takes 65 hours for your pilot license.
So is it like a weird thing where it's like you have to get like a class... What do we all have? Class C license?
Here's the thing, though. Here's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I don't think if there's flying cars that they're going to be self-controlled. Like, I don't think it's going to... I think it's going to be you type in your GPS where you want to go, and there's predetermined flight paths.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's no way in hell we're allowed to have self-controlled flying car kind of thing. It's going to be you hop in your car and it just goes straight vertical, and then it enters in on the inner air highway or on the city, whatever. But no, because that would ruin flight patterns, too, because, like, how do you designate certain airspace for planes that take off and go places? Do we need planes anymore?
Well, I've talked to actual, like, my friend's getting his, like, piloting license.
Sure.
And what you do is, I know, it's so bougie. I hate it. But, like, if you're going, like, to the right, you're, like, at, like, you'd be, like, 500 feet or, like, at some sort of, like, 100 feet where it's, like, something like 0, whereas if you're going, like, to the left, you are, like, at 550 feet.
Yeah.
That way there's, like, spatial distance between the two, that way you don't crash into each other.
Interesting.
No, when I originally asked this topic, I said, do you guys think we'll ever have flying cars like Futurama? Because it's like, I don't know, it's just like one of the social commentaries on it. It's like, you have flying cars, but in the opening, you still see them in traffic, and it's kind of funny about it. It's like, you can never avoid that. But you made an interesting idea where it's like, it's self-programmed flight patterns. But that messes up with all of our already established flight patterns. You know, like, what's the height? What's the standard? Like, how does it work and all that? How many can be up there at a time? That's why I'm just like, it's too much. Too many people would have it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we already have these, like, rolling death missiles that we have 16-year-old, super hyped up kids going on.
Sure.
Now you want them flying? That's literally just a missile in my eyes.
You said that, and already in my social commentary, I'm already wondering, because people already complain that, like, people like us love, what are they called? Ride-sharing services, right? We love
absolutely.
the fact that we can go hobble into something and it takes us wherever we want to go. But, like, people complain that it's only benefiting people like us who can have disposable income, who can afford to, like, use these things. And we also have our car on this side. I bet all of us have cars, right? We all have our own cars, and we're just doing what we're responsible. People who physically can't afford either are still left without transportation. This isn't benefiting them. Public transportation still sucks. And we're doing, like, yeah, it's great. I'll take the bus back home, but, like, it's because we can afford to do so. People really complain that, like, these aren't cheap enough. These monopolies, like, there's a cover fee of at least $5 to just physically get in the car. Then once you go from there, it's like however much per mile. I think they're well priced, but that's because we have disposable income.
Right.
So imagine the second you have flying cars, and you said the words, who gets airtime, who doesn't get airtime. I'm already imagining the issues of, like, people, like, we're like the cap of it, and then all of, like, the lawyers, doctors, people who can afford these things get to zip around the city and avoid the scum, right?
That reminds me of a sci-fi novel that I watched, actually, that I read.
I was going to say.
Because I took a sci-fi class. I took a sci-fi class my senior year, and it was amazing. And we actually talked about this kind of stuff. And and there was just, like, one sci-fi novel that we talked about where, like, everyone gets flying cars and everyone gets teleportation, and only, like, the rich get teleportation. But then it becomes such a big thing, such an easy convenience, teleportation, that rich people start using planes to get to places because that's, like, a sign of wealth. Exactly. So what if, like, flying cars become so, like, it's
ground transportation, the self-driving car becomes that's
like prestige,
bougie.
It becomes retro. Look at me, my car has wheels.
Exactly.
It's like that scene in iRobot where, like, everyone else is doing self-driving cars, have robots everything, and then, like, Will Smith gets on the motorcycle.
Right,
like,
exactly.
We're going on 2 wheels. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know.
What's gonna happen to parking garages if we have flying cars?
Oh, it'd be cool if like the different layers like lift up and you can just like fly in, sit down, sets back down. You see why this whole thing started with me saying only these 3 categories should have flying cars? You see how how angry and how much thinking is already going into, and it's like, who's gonna plan this all? It's all just gonna be like a small bunch of little things.
We got this.
Please leave it up to us, city planners. We got it.
If you donate to our Patreon,
let's all switch to civil engineering.
Great plug. Oh goodness.
All right, well, that's a great topic, Matt. I feel like we touched on some more, as always.
As always.
Some more deeper, like, philosophical things here. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure we'll come back to this the next time there's a new, like, SpaceX announcement. Like, I want next time there's a new space announcement or self-driving car, like, anything Elon Musk does, I feel like we'll talk about this again.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I'm interested. Mm-hmm. All right. Miguel?
Oh, yeah, so, kind of thought about this last second, but I've been thinking about the history of beards and how they come and go in style and armpit hair. So I want to know what you guys think.
Armpit hair comes and goes in style.
Well, no, not really, but some people have strong preferences between one or the other.
Right.
So I was just wondering, what do you guys think about these two things?
Can I start this off with a question?
Yeah, sure.
Have any of you shaved your armpit hair before?
Well,
Clean.
I have.
Well, yeah,
obviously.
I expected.
I am female, for all you viewers out there.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, I shave my armpits. Full
But there are
disclosure.
more women now not shaving their armpits. I know about like good 10 or 20 girls.
Well, yeah, if it's the winter time and you don't plan on taking off your clothes in front of anybody, like
I
no
can
one's gonna see
scroll
it.
through my Instagram right now and show it.
No, people are proud of the fact that I shave.
Proud, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There is
So,
some
what about
pride.
you, Miguel? Ever shaved your armpit hair?
You see, I went down to Mexico one time, and I think it's like a United States thing, where it's like men feel like an urge to not shave the armpit hair because it's like a masculine thing. But when I went down to Mexico, I feel like
Sorry.
Yeah, to clarify for viewers,
Our next
We have
guest.
a
our next
creeper.
podcast guest got here early, and he was creeping on us. But all right, Miguel.
Instead of joining us, he's just staying a distance away from us.
But
Oh, I'm sunburned.
down in Mexico, all the guys shave their armpit hairs. It's actually kind of
Really?
crazy.
It's so
almost
weird because
like,
I always think of Mexicans as like really machismo.
but it's like a cleanliness thing. It's like
Oh.
almost like you have to show like it's like you're dirty if you have like armpit hair. So I'm
Right?
like, it's kind of weird because like here it's like, oh yeah, I got arm. Like you know in middle school when you first start getting your armpit hair, you're like, oh hell yeah.
No, yeah, in the locker room, you always compare people. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I got
exactly.
hair all over.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't think about that. Like,
It's so different
because
though.
it's like I do hate my armpit. I don't shave it often. Like every once in a while, I'll do a trim just to like.
Yeah.
It's Texas here. It's humid and it starts chafing. It starts rubbing whatever. It grosses me out. But there's something weird to me though. It seems like demasculating whatever to
Yeah.
take it all off. So like I'll get it down like contained or whatever. But I think like the Mexican way makes way more sense. That it's like no, you have the time and like the capability to trim yourself. But like I'm rocking, a solid amount here. And I recently trimmed too. So
You see, I don't even
Yeah.
trim. I don't even trim.
No,
I
me
just
neither.
let it
I'm
all
still
go.
rocking the same amount I had like
If-
8th grade.
8th grade,
really,
same.
Yeah, I've got
if I don't trim, the thing will connect to my chest hair.
Also, you're the hairiest
You're the
person
hairiest
in the
motherfucker.
world.
You're just 18 years old, and you're like you have more hair than I have ever just on your face than I've ever combed over the rest of my body.
No,
That's my birth. I'm like, what is this?
not to brag, but I shaved Tuesday. Yeah, like basically
Yeah, you
Tuesday.
shaved Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
and I already have like more than five. I pretty much have like a mini beard coming back in. I have a huge mustache right now, and
Brilliant.
there was a like a month period where like Matt didn't shave. He was just stressed out. He had scripts to write. He was dying, and I was like, man. And I knew he was disheveled because he had the facial hair going out, but it was just like. It was just,
Patchy.
yeah, it was patchy. It was
Nasty.
enough to, like, fall.
It made you look younger, honestly.
Yeah.
It
It looked as if he was, like, plucking his eyebrows out and it was falling onto his face.
Listen, I grew a facial hair like a bitch, and I realized that. Wait, so you've never shaved your armpit hair?
Never.
You never have, I'm guessing.
Trim.
Not all the
though.
way. I trim it, though.
I have once. Biggest mistake ever.
Biggest mistake.
It is prickly, and it hurts, and it's a very uncomfortable place. Let me tell you that.
I agree completely. Once you've lost all your armpit hair, you notice that you don't have your armpit hair. Same with leg hair, honestly. I lost a bet one time, and I had to shave my legs from my thigh, like the top of my thigh all the way down.
Oh, yeah. That's the worst.
pain I've ever felt in my life. I couldn't wear jeans. I had to wear like long, like loose
Baggy.
pants.
Gauchos.
Like, yeah, it's like gauchos. Like, dude, it sucks.
No,
It feels weird.
I
You
ran
gotta
track.
lotion that shit.
Dude, it was just burning all on the inner sides right here.
I ran track, and everyone always tells you, "Hey, bro, you'll cut off time if you shave your legs." I'm like, nah. But I tried it out. I took out on the thigh hair or whatever. Compression shorts mixed with just shaving. Worst feeling.
Worst feeling
I was
ever.
just lying on the ground,
Worst
getting
feeling.
icy hot myself. Like, no, not like this.
Dude.
Yeah.
But you guys know how art, for instance, like beard hair like comes in and out of style.
For
Like
sure.
ever, like for instance, like when was the last time before? Because now it's in style. Like think about all the entrepreneurs that are alive right now. They all have beards. Like Elon Musk has a beard. Everyone's like rocking a scruffy beard right now.
No, for sure. So yeah, we're definitely at peak beard right now, and it makes me worried because I'm someone who rocks a beard and gets compliments 7 times a day about like, oh man, I love your facial hair, blah blah blah, and I'm really worried the second it becomes well. For reference, also though, I go back home and old people just under their breath like hipster trash. I like people like go get a razor. Like people like very doctoral make offhand comment like, oh wow, you scared of razors or something. Like people
Like, no.
It's coming. It's
You're just
coming.
Yeah,
Jewish.
it start. Yeah, right.
The
I'm just
age.
Jewish. It's I always pull the card like it's for my religion, but but like if you're in a major city, whatever. If you're in San Francisco, Austin, any really capital, whatever. It's not an issue, but. It's weird. It's almost a 10-year cycle because you think of like 90s and thousands, it was really like clean face, so,
Yeah.
like, super long hair, whatever.
Mhm.
Like the rockers would have the hair, whatever. But you go 80s, and all of a sudden people have those really bushy, like 70s,
Yeah.
80s. They had those really thick beards. Like that was part of your masculinity. Was you had a beard or a mustache, and really short shorts, And then you go back to like 50s, 60s, no beard whatsoever, right? That's crazy. I'm not even, like
it's really
it
crazy.
is a cycle.
I think that it goes peak beard and then like, oh, mustaches are okay, and then it's just like everyone's baby face. Like
Right.
no one wants to go there anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you gotta cash in. You gotta
Yeah.
cash in right now. Everyone,
Look, if I
men
could
and women,
even get up there, I would. All right.
grow anything you've got right now because the
I have.
end
It
of
looks
the ends are coming. Oh yeah, I know it's gross.
Yeah. Thanks,
No.
Mike.
That's why you're
But don't
such a
worry.
baby.
Yeah, bless your face.
Thank you.
I've got a baby face, like for sure, and I recognize it doesn't help that I can't grow facial hair. If I could grow facial hair, I'd easily look like 5 years my senior.
You would look
but
so good with the mustache.
I would.
Oh.
I don't know about a mustache.
Oh
but-
no, dude, a like a good police mustache on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I have so much respect for you.
Oh, my
you
goodness.
aged like 10 years though.
Yeah, well, let my real puberty hit, and
So-
then I'll get back to you on
So
that.
where does your hair grow on your face?
On my face.
No, like
I mean-
what parts? Like you gotta like.
Wow.
Uh,
You seem pretty lucky. I noticed a lot of cheek hair for you. Like you weren't like a neck beard kind of guy.
Mhm.
You had it on your actual face. Not
yeah,
your, like,
no, it's
neck.
like it's all up here. My little brother, he's starting to like get the same amount, and he's trying to grow it all out because he thinks we all have the same genes. I'm like, you're not going to be able to. It's going to stop like after like 2 centimeters off your face. And it's
Yeah.
going to look horrible. He does this thing where it grows really high up, like on his cheekbones, like nearly under his eyes.
I know people like
Ew.
that.
I'm like, whoa, that's weird. He's like, yeah, I don't know what that is. I have it like all like where it should be, minus the one part I just need to get is these connectors, like
Yeah.
right where the mustache comes down. I can't grow them here.
You
It's
can't
like,
grow a goatee?
no, not the way, because I can get like the patch here. I
Thank
get the
God.
mustache. Yeah, I get the soul patch. I can get the little like mutton chops, and then I get the mustache, but they don't connect, and they just stop growing. And they're like, we're done.
You see, I like when I was 15, I could only grow this right here, and now it's all starting to come in. Like it's not perfect yet, but I know by 25 I'll have all the parts. It's like collecting like all those like body parts like from Exodus
Yeah,
or what's
yeah,
it
I know what you're
from
talking
like
about.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Uh-huh.
Like once you get them, all
Exodia,
like
bro.
Exodia. There you go. Did I say Exodus?
I mean, again, Jews.
Yeah.
But dude, once it's all there, you'll get it by like when you're 40. I guess.
Well, that's the dream. This is honestly some of the best you've ever looked. Like as you were like pointing it out, I was like, God, like his facial hair is like just the right amount of tint dark, and then it like fades up, and then your hair looks good. I'm like, I'm not gay, Miguel, but there's some times you're looking good, man. Let me tell you.
What are you doing after this? Just kidding.
Apparently got Amy's ice cream.
Yeah. Right.
I'm down.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Do you think beards, even if they're in style, are okay? Like, are you down with beards?
I'm a beard person.
You are a beard.
Not me, myself. I am not a beard, but hopefully I'm not a beard.
Wow.
Okay, I mean,
We all do.
But
Wait,
I like beards.
As a woman perspective, I know my girlfriend hates my beard. She thinks that like like that, like being around this face right here, kissing and like the stuff like that, it's just like gross for her.
Oh, I love Ethan's beard.
I've noticed such a 50-50 where it's like, I know some girls who are like, I love facial hair, it's such a masculine thing. Like,
yes.
When I shaved my beard, when I shaved the beard, I only kept the mustache, I was worried because I'm like, ever since I've been dating Emily, I've had the beard, like the full thing.
That's also another thing. I'm so afraid to just take this all off. I'm so scared.
I was worried to have the baby face. She wasn't gonna like it. Like, she creeped out with the mustache. I walk in and like I saw this really gross look on her face of like she was almost more attracted to just the mustache, or she was like, oh, I'm like, oh no. But
dude, yes.
it was cool. Like, okay, yeah, she's into the facial hair or whatever. But like other girls I know, like I used to make, until I met girls who liked the facial hair, I made the joke. It's like I have beards for other guys. Like I don't grow my beard for girls. I grow it to get compliments for other guys. Guys recognize the grind.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I was like, oh wow, that's a lot of growth right there. How long you been working on that thing? You know,
that's a lot of growth, man. Who's come up to you and said growth, man? That
dude,
growth.
my Hebrew class.
Oh,
there's like 3 guys who all grow beards too, like really long, and they're like, yeah, man, this summer I'm going all into my chest. I'm like,
no, it's awesome.
We're all just the hairiest guys in the planet. We got those Russian genes.
That's hilarious.
But it's like I think like for me, I like fetishize like the ability to grow it. Like I think of like the poets, the philosophers, the playwrights. Hey, what's up? If you know it's kind of a weird jump there, it's because we had to do a quick move over a different part of the studio. Mm-hmm. But that being said, back on track. I believe last time we were talking about beards.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
Still talking about beards.
I can't remember what the last thing we said.
I think the last thing was where did we draw the line at with beards?
Oh,
Neck
connecting
beards.
Beards and connecting. That's what it was. Okay.
Connecting your armpit hair to your throat neck beard.
To your throat neck beard,
throaty little
connecting
neck
to your
beard.
angel wings, the hair on your shoulders, down to your reverse happy trail, which is what I'm now calling your back hair trail, connecting to your actual happy trail, to your pubic region, then coming back up to the chest, just getting your whole vest, like Chewbacca style.
So, is it chicken or the egg with neck beards and then people hating neck beards? Like, do you think it is a thing of, like, the people who normally have them are internet trolls?
Who messed it up?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
one guy who's just an asshole, and he happened to have a neck beard, and he's like, neck beard, it's gone, it's done. It's like, no one can have the Hitler mustache anymore because Hitler. Yeah. So it's definitely like, it was definitely like, neck beards were fine until this one asshole messed it all. I don't know who he is, but way to go.
Yeah, I always wondered that.
He was a Hitler of neck beards. Who was it? We need to find this.
Right, but instead of like actually killing people, he was on his computer just like
trolling,
killing their morale and like their sanity.
So like we all know who killed chin straps. It was like thousands rock bands, right? Like enough Nickelback and Smash Mouth people. You're like, you're just trying to hide how fat you are. Like, you guys don't have a defined jawline, so you're compensating. But I don't know, like soul patches always verge on the air of like just shave it off. Like,
I think Guy Fieri's kept it alive though.
Where's
the soul patch?
patches again? Just this?
Yeah, just a little bit right here. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Black guys can work soul patches.
They can. You're right.
So well.
I've always kind of wanted a soul patch.
I was actually about to, now that you say that, I reverse my statement. Black guys can work facial hair that doesn't work on white guys anymore.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
And then work it really well.
I'm thinking about black guy with a really clean chin strap. You know what I'm talking about? Like.
Yeah, it's like
they think
pencil. Yeah. They work it.
Yeah.
They really do.
Like any character in a Tyler Perry film has like a really clean face. Like they can rock goatees like crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I see Don Cheadle with a goatee. I'm like, good for you. You aren't like a middle-aged man. It's like no, you're rocking a
goatees
facial.
work on black men, but on anyone else, it's like you're a creep, and I want you out of here.
So, some Asian men can rock the goatee. That's because they never connect. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Is they rock
do.
that like Fu Manchu goatee. That's really cool.
Yeah. I could definitely grow a good Fu Manchu if I wanted to.
You kind of have it going on right now.
Yeah, I always shave off the connectors because I always feel like a dick. Like if I have the connectors in, it's just like, oh god, I'm a douchebag.
Well, I can't grow them, and most facial hair. this topic has only really just de-escalated my.
How do you think I
masculinity.
feel? I am
That's
so
cool,
emasculated.
Would you grow a beard if you could? And if it was like socially okay for women to grow beards, would you?
Is it like a maintenance thing? Oh, okay, if we took out the social norm about it all, would you have one, or are you afraid of like the maintenance of it and all that?
Yeah.
Well, I see Ethan eat a lot, and it's like it just gets caught in there, and it's like that just looks annoying.
Yeah.
Also, like all the maintenance that has to go into it. Like I have enough, trying to like shave my legs and like shave my armpit hair. It's Sometimes neither happens.
Now, yeah, that's a good point. I've seen Ethan. He's got little critters, but I'm jealous of those because I'm like, that's just snacks for later. Like
It really is.
You just go and you like look in your phone. You're like, okay, what I got? A corn here. I got some cereal. It's just like he gets to pick.
You sound disgusting, but it is the most annoying part of having like a mustache, or whatever,
Absolutely.
is because I'll be sitting there on like my couch or whatever, and I just smell it. I just smell what I ate earlier that day, whether it's
never
like
mind.
pasta or anything or whatever, and I'm
I'm
like,
out.
I need to go shampoo my beard. Like I used to go and just go to the shower. Like my roommate gives me trash all the time because he always thinks he's like I'm like autistically dunking my head or something like that. The reason why I go like in the middle of the day, I'll just go dunk my head in the shower. Like, I'm not even showering my full body. I'll just turn the faucet on and put my hair in the water and just brush my hair and rinse my beard out just because it's like I get sick of it.
Really?
Because my hair is also really thick, so it gets really puffy and everything, and it just catches. Texas is
Do you
gross.
have to like shower? Can you not just like go to the sink and just like rub?
It never doesn't. My water pressure isn't good enough for my sink.
Alright, fair enough.
No, but you know what I do and don't like about beards? It's like when I had it the longest it's ever been. When I would get out of the shower, I'd like dry my hair. I would just like whatever. And then I would walk outside, and then a breeze would come in, and then I would just feel this water that was trapped in here. And then I'm like, oh, I kind of like this, but I really don't as well. Like, it just really sucks.
Yo, I swear, I was walking back from Emily's place the other day. It was like a couple weeks ago. And it was back when it was colder out. Like, we had this random cold front here in Austin where it was like really cold like, after being nice for a bit. And I'm not even kidding. It was like 3 a.m., super cold, walking to her place. And I thought it was raining. And I was looking around and I'm like, there's no water from the sky. Everyone else is fine. And this like poor Shrode girl walking next to me thought I was like about to like, because I'm just like looking around, what's going on? But I was wet. I was feeling my face and I was there was water on me. And I'm like, I'm not drooling on myself. I'm not crying. What's going on? There was water droplets like condensating inside of my beard and dripping on me. And I looked at the reflection of a car and I saw it. And I had so much hair down here in the bottom of my beard, and it was so cold out, and it was like that right dew area that literally the dew was forming the bottom of my mustache and then dripping on my face.
Weird.
I swear to you.
That's how you're gonna keep alive whenever you're stranded in the desert. You're just gonna form water out of your beard.
Just catch it.
Like just lick it.
It's I swear that's the weirdest one I've had.
Beard water.
Bizarre.
You should bottle that.
I should. Alright, well, great topic, Miguel. That was definitely a weird, contentious one. I guess I'm rounding it out, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Alright, Ethan.
So last topic for the podcast today, I really want to talk about what's your favorite breed of dog?
Aw.
Oh,
I
this
know.
is a sensitive topic for Miguel. I'll preface it and say he recently you gave your dog back.
Yeah, I
he
gave him
recently gave Monkey his dog back to
A drug lord.
well, I don't know if you should have said
No,
that.
he's
but
very much a drug lord.
His previous owner, who was a drug lord.
But that's why I was so iffy about giving him back, because drug lords, how much do they really care about their dogs, But this guy, the nicest drug lord I ever met, the sweetest dude, just really down to earth, really loved his dog, had to give it back, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, so describe what kind of dog was Monkey?
actually, okay, so I didn't know what it was, because I did a whole research on Chihuahuas. Okay, so I knew that he had to be some sort of Chihuahua, right? So, but I didn't know what. Well, come to find out that this drug dealer, I really need this dog back. He's also really he's a purebred dog. He's worth $1,000, and I'm like, he's worth so much money. And so I was like, okay, so how's he purebred if he doesn't look like a normal Chihuahua? Well, I found out that there's two types of Chihuahuas.
Oh.
There's an apple-headed Chihuahua, which is the ones with the beady eyes that come
Yep.
out, and they're the ones that always shiver.
The one
and
from
they're
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Yeah, and they look like rats, and they look
The ones that no one likes.
No one likes, and everyone's like, I hate Chihuahuas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's him, which is called a deer-headed Chihuahua, and that's
Okay.
why he kind of looks like a deer.
Yeah.
And so this Chihuahua is it's a purebred Chihuahua.
It's
It's
fluffier.
it's less well known so that makes it more rare. And so it was a deer-headed Chihuahua worth $1,200.
That's crazy.
So I was just harboring this drug dealer's
Yeah, because
$1,200 Chihuahua.
I was gonna say because I I took my words back where I was like, I hate Chihuahuas, but Monkey's such a good Chihuahua.
Exactly.
And then I realized, I'm like, it's because it's a different kind of breed of Chihuahua.
Exactly.
It makes so much more sense.
Yeah, and I always get so offended now when like I was talking to people. I was like, yeah, I have my Chihuahua, and then they're like, ugh, I hate Chihuahua. Like that's the first thing they said.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know Chihuahua. You don't like monkey. You don't know monkey.
You just get personally offended. I'm personally offended.
So now I have to say like, oh, I have my deer-headed Chihuahua.
Yeah. You're like, oh wait, let's go.
To quickly educate him.
My favorite thing about Monkey is that he wasn't yappy. I think a lot of like
That's exactly,
a lot of
yeah.
small dogs are yappy, and he was really well mannered and like fluffy too. That's my other thing is
Yeah.
for me, and this goes in the whole dog breed question. I like fluffy dogs. Like I don't want them to be
fluffers.
like, or even just like I'm gonna go through my favorite dog breeds right
Go for
now. Schnauzers, hands down, favorite kind of dog breed.
I have a mini schnauzer.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I like minute and normal. It's like one of the only dogs I like both. They're like, I like miniature schnauzers because they're hyperallergenic. So I like them because I can actually like cuddle them, like one of the only animals that don't give me allergies like crazy.
Right.
But I like big schnauzers. So I like the legs. I like dogs with graceful looking legs and little beards and everything. But Emily and I were talking about like at some point we want to get ourselves a schnauzer. And I'm gonna call him Theodore Schnauzel after Theodore Herzl.
Theodore Schnauzer.
But yeah, and then I'm also a big pit bull fan. Not Mr. Worldwide, but I'm actually a really big fan of just good, healthy-looking pit bulls.
My mom's
Yeah.
always wanted one. She's always wanted one. We've gone through so many different dogs, and she's never gotten it. And I think now at this point she's like against them because they're the ones with a lot of health problems naturally, right?
No, those are
No, those are
pugs
pugs.
because they're all
Pugs,
inbred and they
semi.
breathe like.
Ugh, I love pugs, but I will never get one because I just do not.
I feel
support
bad
it.
for it.
You wake up just hearing.
Yeah, no, and if you don't trim their nails, they get so long and uncomfortable for them. It's just
Everything about it looks painful.
yeah, no. I agree with you though. It's like, I don't want to
Inbred.
support it. I don't want to support
Yeah,
the fact that people
exactly.
are breeding these things.
But also, I found out that purebred dogs on their own are just inbred. Like
Yeah.
they're small gene pool.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Mhm.
So that's why I always support my mutts.
Yeah.
Always get your mutts.
Yeah.
No, I always go shelter, hands down. Like,
Oh, always
any
shelter.
animal we go to, it's always shelter. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm actually going tomorrow to go to shelter.
new one?
I'm gonna get a new dog. So, yeah.
As your
What?
drug lord.
He's
paying for it.
Yeah, he gave me
Oh.
300.
Wow.
Gave me $300.
Nice.
And then he's like, "I'll pay for a new dog." And I'm
Nice.
like,
That's the best dog sitting opportunity I've ever heard. You got paid, and then the money's going right.
You also got to
Honestly,
think
I
that
only
for a
got,
little
like-
bit that you got to keep the dog.
yeah. I bet it sucks being a foster dog parent.
Yeah.
Ugh, I would not be able to do that.
You just adopt them all.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would like to argue it's probably harder being a foster kid.
You have a consciousness.
Yeah.
You're a human being.
Yeah, growing up and all that. I don't know. Shrode, favorite breeds? What about you?
What's that Jewish dog you're telling me about? They have like,
Oh, the cannon dog.
yeah, I like those. They have like, I like tails.
Right.
Not the Sonic character, but.
You mean miles per hour? No, the dog she's talking about is actually really dope because it's
called?
Canon, Canaan, like canon as in like biblical canon, like the original name for Israel. So they're like the Israeli dog, like the national dog of Israel. And what's so cool about them is they were like the OG dog that like Semitic settlers got when they were back in like ancient times.
Kind of looks like a little bit like a Doge.
Yep, it looks like
Yeah.
Shiba. Yeah, it looks like a Shiba because it's that Middle Eastern dog.
Oh, really?
And like, supposedly, what's super cool about them is they have a really primitive mind still because they're like one of the OG wolves basically that became
Really?
dogs. Yeah, and after the Romans conquered the Jews and to get them out of the land or whatever, the Arabs didn't want the dogs because the Arabs didn't keep dogs or whatever, so they let them just go wild again. So the dogs were undomesticated for like 1,900 years until
Whoa.
the Jews came back and found Israel. And part of their initiative when they were forming Israel was like, we want our dogs back, basically. And they went out in the desert and re-domesticated these dogs.
That is so.
So it's so trippy because they were surviving by themselves out in the desert, hunting like random wildlife and stuff, and they re-domesticated them. So they're like super loyal. They like used to be like sheep herding dogs. So like if you hear like biblical stories of like the shepherds when Jesus was born, like the dogs they used were those kind of dogs.
Oh,
that's
and
crazy.
They're like super rare because it's like they only come from that region, and they have like they're not like great at anything, right? Like certain dogs are like great hunters or great like endurance, whatever. They're like medium of the road dogs. But that's what's so cool about them. It's like they're like a really natural dog, and they're not inbred because there's a natural like
Right.
they're naturally muddy because they were just domesticated animals.
Right.
So yeah, they're. So I was talking to a show like we should really get one of those too because A, it's a Jew dog, but B, it's just cool.
You know, when I was in Spain, we went horseback riding in like the countryside of Spain, and we were at their farm, and like this dog comes out, and I've never seen anything like this. The dog was about like I would say up to my hip, and I'm 6 feet.
Right.
So and the thing is, it had an extra like paw.
Yeah,
like,
extra digit.
yeah, an extra digit, and apparently this dog was like as like natural as dogs come. Like this was like one of the OG like purebred dogs.
Right.
And it was a monster.
Yeah.
It was huge. It looked like a mini bear. It was so big. It probably weighed like 400 pounds. It was huge.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love because I was thinking like that's why I also kind of hate pugs and I kind of hate like certain kind of small dogs. I look at them and I'm like, you used to be a wolf. Like
Yeah,
you used to
exactly.
be.
Where have you come? Like,
Yeah, this little like it's like it's like imagine like if you're like if like you're just saying the humans, right? Like aliens captured us and like kept us as pets and they're breeding us and one of us came out with like a flat face and our eyes are on both sides of our head and it's like perfect. Let's find another one and make more of you.
It's so cute. You have no depth perception anymore because you're like a flounder.
and then like 10 generations in, it's like this is inhumane. They live like 5 years compared to the original 30.
They have like
They all
swirly little like pigtails.
So
They're just
to show you,
gross.
this is like what my miniature schnauzer looks like. It looks like this guy. I've had a few different dogs, but
Aw.
the creepiest one that we have right now, his name is Tucker. I hate him. His name.
Why do
he's
you
a-
name a dog Tucker?
Oh,
He's
is it a blue Missy?
No, it's a
No.
Weimaraner, and his that's not how his tail looks. It looks like a thin little rat tail.
Oh.
He is the most disgusting little thing, and he's creepy. Like I guess we could like post these pictures on the YouTube or something when we put this up there.
Sure.
But there's some horrible ones where he thinks he's human. Like he goes and he sits on the back of couches like he's a full-size dog, and he like lays on there and he'll sit on the back of couches, and then he'll work his way onto the bar stools and sit on the individual bar stool like he's a human next to my little brother when he's eating his breakfast, and he just stares him down like thinking he's one of us. He's the weirdest thing. I've also had like a border collie. We have a
Nice.
lab right now.
Oh,
we
I
had
have a
a
lab.
Shih Tzu at one point who was so dumb, but I love her to death. And now we have like some kind of terrier, little mini thing. I don't know, but favorite dog breeds. Best dog ever was the border collie. They're
bet.
so smart, and they're just like the perfect family dog.
Really?
Yeah.
I like beagles. One thing I do like
Beagles are
is I think it's so cute, the stubby legs.
Yeah.
Like a little corgi. Or a beagle. Like they have like these large behemoth like spaceship bodies.
Yeah.
And then just supported by 4 small legs.
Little
And
butts.
he just like prance around.
How do wiener dogs how did they survive to this point? Like in
I don't
in, like,
know.
the evolution.
You know,
Because of us.
I guess.
Because they're like, aw, cute. And it's like, I can't run away
The
from
thing is, like,
predators.
the thing is, his spine is just like always like dragging him
Once they
down.
get like 14 years old, like they're literally like a
They're a
parabola.
parabola.
Yeah, they're parabola.
It's like that looks painful.
They follow nature's like perfect like geometric.
Like Ravi is just like, you're my bitch today.
You can measure depression on your spinal column.
Like that looks horrible. Like I've known people who have owned wiener dogs. I'm like, how can you like look at this thing every morning? Like,
It makes you just want to get in the middle of them and just like pick up.
Yeah. You get like a little level, and it's like, there you go, bud.
And I feel so because they're beholden to their breeding too.
Yeah.
So it's like any time a doorbell goes off, they have to go chase it because it's like they're trained like prey finders, right? But they're so dumb and they're so broken.
So I wonder what goes on in their heads. Like, oh, just kill me, please,
Yeah,
just kill me.
We'll watch him go downstairs and you're just like, pick your dog up and walk him down.
Yeah, I looked like a slinky at one point. It's just
I have a large,
don't
like, 80-pound lab, and it still has a hard time going down the
Well,
stairs.
I like labs and like pit bulls.
Labs are great.
I like Rottweilers too. I know those are also like, well, labs are nicer, but like golden retrievers, labs. But like the Rottweiler pit bull, they're such strong animals. And
Oh
it's like,
my god.
Mine isn't.
And I like them because it's like they can handle themselves, right? Like they're this is your companion. Like you're choosing this dog to be your buddy, and like he's looking up to you for food, I guess. But like he is exchanging that with his attention. Is like he's doing the best he can, right?
Yeah.
And I hate how modern apartments and housing facilities ever are like anti-pit bull. Like, 150 people last year died because of pit bulls. I'm like, those are like drug dealers who train them to be like fighting. You know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
These are all things like, and I feel because like naturally they're not that mean. Like pit bulls aren't naturally mean. You have to make them mean, which is like you lock them in a cage and don't feed them and you like shock them. Like a normal pit bull is a totally fine, balanced dog, you know. And like and like also it's like you don't have to snub their tails off because like there's such large things, their tails normally grow off chunky or whatever. But if you get a good pit bull and like adds its tail, it's like those are good dogs, you know. And but I like schnauzers as like compromise because it's
Great
like
dog.
it's a medium dog, just small medium dog kind of thing. They're fluffy, they're cute, they're good.
I love like I can only really deal with small dogs. Like I don't know exactly why that is. I've been told a few different reasons, but I can only deal with small dogs. Like the bigger dogs get, the more that just looking at them naturally, I just go, I don't like you.
Really?
Like Tucker, he's this big dog. Another thing that bothers me about Tucker is though he's the weirdest dog. Like I don't know if certain breeds are like more weird than others. But I don't know if most Weimaraner are like this.
You have something against this dog.
Listen to me. I have family. He has taken out 3 of the major powerhouses in this world. He has chewed and eaten a complete Bible. He has beat religion. He beat religion. Okay? Number 2, he ate, swallowed, and we have never found the battery that he ate. So he has beat science. The only thing left is politics. When you see him in the campaign for 2020, I'm not sure what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do at that point. He fights my little brother, and like they're like kidding around until my little brother actually gets scared. Like he's taller than me, he's 16, he's like a sporty guy, but like he realizes like this dog can mess me up if he wanted to. Like he's a terrifying creature, but I don't know what it is. My mom is a master. She raised the dogs just like she raised us, which I guess makes sense. Like it's why we're still like so terrified of her and we're so obedient sometimes. But, like that's the only person that she listens to. That dog does not adhere to anyone else. But as soon as she walks in, she goes, "Little Tucker Bear." He's under her spell.
Like, so interesting about the whole Tucker thing. Names for dogs. Where do you guys go? Like, are you guys cool giving more human names to dogs, or do they have to be funny?
Monkey, for instance.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Guess what his real fucking name is?
What?
You named him Monkey.
I thought that's his name. It seemed like a genuine name to give. Like,
No,
Yeah,
I like it.
it was such a cute name. It fit him so
Okay.
well.
What do you think his name is?
What did I say? Like Terrence? Like, is this something dumb?
Close.
What?
Transformer.
No. It's as bland as you can get.
Sam.
Mark.
What?
Mark is his name.
Ew.
No.
Shitty.
If I called Monkey Mark, I feel like there's like a little human person like trapped in his like
Yeah.
in him, and I'm like, Mark, are you there, Mark?
Your friend got witched.
Yeah, Mark, it's okay, we'll get you. That's
So
horrible.
you're asking is, are you like, there's like 3, in my opinion, there's 3 categories. There's human names for dogs. There's animal names like Mittens or like
Spot. Yeah.
Spot and stuff like that. And then there's just like sound effects like
Smee.
Yeah, like Smee or Doop or something like that, like anything. I personally, I'm afraid I'm actually kind of sad I'm about to announce this, but I've always wanted a dog, and the first dog that I own that is completely my own, I know exactly the name I want to give it. I thought of it randomly one day and I'm just so attached to it. I want to name a dog Samurai Switchblade.
All right.
I have
All
no
right.
idea where I came up with this, but I love the name, and you can just like nickname him Sam, but the fact that his full name would be Samurai Switchblade,
Switchblade.
I don't even know what it means. Like I thought about it. It's like, what does that even mean? Samurais don't have switchblades, but it's such a cool idea to me, and I
What
absolutely
was samurai sword with the switchblades?
Yeah, it's just like a samurai sword that flips out.
flips out.
I don't know what about it. I absolutely love the idea of it. And
Dog would hate you.
I don't care. I don't care. He'll love me. I'll treat
I'm
him.
actually like getting a Doberman. This like, what kind of breed are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm pretty open right now, but first of all,
Corgi. The samurai switchblade. The
A
corgi.
teacup, a poodle, or something.
Right.
A teacup Yorkie.
Yeah.
It has to be like a
Teacup Yorkie.
small, at most, medium dog. Because I don't like big dogs. I just can't deal
You
with
see,
it.
I'm the opposite way. Like, when I saw Monkey, I was like, first of all, I'm going to be biased here, but I hate male dogs. I can only get girl dogs.
Yeah,
Only
I typically.
And then when I saw Monkey, he was small. I hate small dogs. I love big dogs. And then on top of that, it was a guy. I was like, dude, this is not for me. But you know what? Small dogs are where it's at.
Small dogs are the best.
It's where it's at.
Absolutely the best.
But it just seems so like degrading as like a person like bringing it. No, because the only thing I will say is like I took Monkey out. We went swimming, right? And then like this girl came out of nowhere. We were at Greenbelt, and then she brings her like lab. And her lab's just like, just trotting in the water. And then I just see Monkey right next to him just like swimming. Like that's the only way he can get through the water is because he's so small. He has to swim right beside them. And like this dog's just like, whatever. I'm just like, don't care.
Monkeys. God, we were at Greenbelt yesterday. Yeah, and there was this yappy little terrier. And I'm just like, it was... The owner was trying so hard to get it to swim.
That's also
it was like just thrown in the water and it wouldn't go. Just run to the rocks and yelp. And I'm like, poor thing. And like right across the way, there was just this like fluffy golden retriever with his mouth wide open and his tongue hanging out, just floating like there. And the owner was just holding it by the waist and it was just like neck deep in the water half the time of his life. And I'm like, dog breeds definitely are. It blew my mind. These things all are the same like species, yet they're all different subcategories.
It's also crazy. Like you can tell the dogs that have just like never been in water, and their owner like still has them like on the leash, and they're like trying to like throw them in the water, and they're just like splashing like. What's this?
There's a beagle that was dope, but the dude was just like throwing it off the rocks, throwing the stick off of it.
Throwing the dog.
There you go. It was throwing a stick in the rock. In the water, and the dog would just hop along the rocks and jump in the water, swim over, get the stick.
Monkey does that.
I'm like, that's so
Monkey
cool.
did that.
That's so cool.
The transition. Monkey was great when we had the potluck and he was out there.
It was amazing.
That was a good time.
Yeah, that was a good time. Oh,
So, I guess last question: dogs or cats?
Oh, dogs. Like I'm sorry. Like cats, I'm okay with.
It depends on the lifestyle.
I've never
like right now as a college kid, having a cat
It was a lot easier.
a lot easier.
But at the same time, I just, dude, I have so much hatred for cats because I'm like, I gave you food, at least like, humor me. Humor me.
I clean your toilet.
Yeah, like come on.
How can I make you happy?
That probably says a lot more about me. It's like I gave you something, now give me something in return now.
Yeah. Instant gratification.
Yeah, no, they don't love you back.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't.
I love my friend's cat name though. He named it's short for Catherine, but he just calls her a cat because it's like she doesn't come anyways. I'm just gonna call her whatever I want. So
That's
he
good.
just
But do
named
cats
the
even
cat.
know their names?
Yeah, mine does. Well, I don't know if it's the name or the tone of voice. Of like, Bella, come over here. Like, I don't know. But, I mean, like, I call my cat Fatty. Like, well, I feel like my cat knows when I'm being mean to her. Because, like, she'll start, I'll walk up to her and I'm like, nobody likes you. You're a nuisance. I hate you. We're counting down the days. And then she'll just look at me, like, really upset. And then, like, the next day, she just, like, didn't use a litter box. She, like, went all over the floor. Or, like, she'll eat way too much food, just drop it. Like, she'll do this thing where she takes the food in the bowl, and will just drop it in the living room. Go back and start meowing for more food. And I'm like, man, my mom's like, you're being mean to the cat again, weren't you? And I'm like, yeah.
That's amazing.
So, I think cats are smarter than they let on. They're just intentionally lazy because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah. I have nothing against cats. I just never raised one, so I don't know what all goes into it.
I want
Not
both.
a lot.
I want both.
Yeah.
I want like a cat that just chills around the house as a thing, and then I have like the schnauzer that I can actually put my love into.
No, I like the idea of mixed animals like those two. Like not mixing the two into one. Jesus. I meant like
Cat dog.
The podcast. No, definitely.
Matt's just incriminating himself. Like I'm pretty sure this will just be used as evidence when over the summer Matt's dog is missing. Tucker is.
I just chimera the hell out of him.
Right.
No, I like the idea of having one of each, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that was a good podcast, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fun.
Miguel,
I'm definitely vibing these guests.
I love it. Yeah, definitely. Miguel, you did not disappoint. Thank you so much
Thank you for having me, guys.
Appreciate it.
It was a blast.
I guess comment for the end part of the podcast. We have the comment at the beginning, comment at the end. Either talk about A, do you think beers are going to stay in style much longer? B, are you down for flying cars? And how do you think it's going to work out? And C, what's your favorite dog breed? Yeah.
Did we do the smoothie one too?
We did the smoothie one at the
Oh
beginning.
yeah. If you please make whatever, I forgot what ingredients we listed, but please make that. I just want to see what it looks like. I'm not saying try it because you'd have to go find famous British comedian
Ricky
Ricky
Gervais.
Gervais and go,
There's only one of them.
Yeah, but do the ghost pepper tequila? Was it?
Yeah,
yours?
and what was yours?
Water.
No.
The water ice is like a staple. You can always use water ice, tequila,
and Reese's
ghost
peanut butter
pepper,
cups.
and a Reese's peanut butter cups. I'll
No,
do it.
honestly though, that could actually be pretty good. If we just put a lot of Reese's pieces or
Reese's peanut butter. We did not say the ratio, so you're right, my friend.
Just a little bit of ghost pepper.
Just to get
That'd be dope.
Enough to.
All right.
do good.
Well,
I actually.
And then
you know,
enough tequila.
This will be a good
a
plug.
lot of tequila.
Yeah.
plug.
in our description, we'll put our Snapchat as well too.
Okay.
If you make these things, feel free, send it to our Snapchat.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And we might even like screen cap it or something like that, and maybe even like do a little compilation video thing.
Yeah.
Anything. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks. I'm horrible with this outro right now. Thanks for joining us. Please come in next week. We'll have way more content. We have a lot of things in our backlog that are building up and it will get edited and be put out there.
We promise.
It's a horrible finals week area for us right now, so we're trying to navigate that. But be sure to follow us at Twitter at CattleProd Team. Be sure to hit up our Patreon, share it to your friends.
Please.
Feel free to share this to your buddies, get subscribers. Feel free to comment. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you so much for listening.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you guys.